Alright, hey guys, what's going on? RetroGamer here, and today I have a very special upload for you because we're going to finally tackle some of the most common problems that I see with this 2.4G wireless controller gamepad. So, I get comments about this all the time still, even though I've done a couple of different how-to guides, and I've been collecting a lot of data within those comments and trying to pinpoint, okay, what's the exact problem? What are people really having issues with? What are the most common issues that I can solve? So the three most common issues that I'm going to solve today are how to power the console, how to connect controllers, and how to connect alternative controllers if these ones just do not connect or if you don't have the USB little device for the controllers. We're going to tackle these three problems, and I hope this helps at least some of you. So what we're going to look at first is how to power the console, because there's a couple different things that you have to know. So this cord right here, they will send you the cord to power on the game stick. So this is a micro USB cord, and on the bottom here of the stick, you'll see that this is where you plug it in. So if you plug in the cord there, then you're gonna plug this other end either into a USB wall outlet like how you charge your phone, or into the back of your TV via USB. So the USB I feel is the best method. I've never had a problem with any of my TVs. It powers it on fine, and you'll get a blue light right on the side if it's good. If it's red or if it's blinking, that means it's not getting the right power. And so with these bricks here, these are very hit and miss because you have to find the exact right amp in volts for the device to power on right. I've used a couple different ones that don't work because they weren't the right amperage or whatever you want to call it, right? And so this little Samsung charger works best. This is at 5 volts, 2 amps. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that on camera because it's pretty faded, but this will read 5 volt, 2 amps. And if you go on Amazon and put 5 volt, 2 amp USB wall adapter, you'll find many ones just like this. So as long as you have a wall adapter that says 5 volt, 2 amps, it'll always power on. You will get a blue light. But let's say that it still doesn't work. Well, sometimes these cables are bad. So the white version I have, the 2.4 wireless controller gamepad Pro that I did on channel, they sent me a wire that just straight up didn't work. It was so thin, I think it just couldn't send the right amount of power to the console. It was such a thin, just cheap wire. So if you have everything right and you're still getting a red light or blinking light, I would look at getting a different cable. Because I said, I was sent a bad one. So it's very possible that you were sent a bad one too. So if you have the right voltage and the right USB hookup on the back of your TV, if you go that way and the right wire, it should always have that blue light and it'll turn on right away. So that's for the power. But now, what about the controllers? So the controllers are going to come with this little USB dongle, but some of them don't. Sometimes they do not send it, they forget to put it in there or whatever. But we're going to get into that in a minute. But it'll come with this USB little dongle, and you put it into the USB stick like this, and you have to really press it in there. And then that's going to send signal to these controllers. So these controllers, you can turn them on just by this little switch underneath. You flick that, and then it's going to blink, and then when they connect, it should be just a solid light. We'll get into that in a minute when we turn it on. But also, when you turn them on, these take 2 AAA batteries. If I can get it up, I don't really have nail. But these take 2 AAA batteries. So if you don't have those, it's not going to turn on at all. But if you get the blinking light and it still doesn't connect, it's possible either you don't have this little dongle attached, or maybe they sent you the wrong one. We're going to get into that though when I turn this thing on. And so we're going to do just that. So let me cut, and we're going to plug this in. I'm going to plug it into the back of my TV via USB, and then this HDMI is going to go into the back of your TV. They do also send this little dongle right here that plugs into the HDMI. It's just a little extender because with it being flat like this, sometimes some TVs won't fit, but that's all you're going to need to do. So let me cut real quick, and then I'll plug everything in and turn it on. Alright, so now as you can see, I have the device hooked up via USB in behind my TV, but you can still use this wall power. I'm telling you, you can plug it into your wall, but I prefer using the USB on the back of my TV. But now it's all powered up, and so now, if you flick the controller on, you should get a solid red light if that little dongle is hooked up correctly, and it'll control the thing like nothing. But let's just say that you just can't get it to work because either maybe it's not plugged in correctly or they didn't send you that little piece at all. So what you can do is you can buy alternative controllers. See, this device is called 2.4G wireless. That means that this thing is programmed to take anything that's 2.4G wireless. These are just 2.4G wireless controllers. So I went on Amazon and thought, okay, well, let me just buy a cheap 2.4G wireless controller. I bought this for $9. And so let's hook it up and I'll show you. So this is the dongle that this controller comes with. And we take this out, we plug this in. And if I turn this on, and it should, look at that, just like that. Because this is a 2.4G wireless controller gamepad. And you can go on Amazon for like $25, I think, from what I saw, and buy a 2-pack of these if you want to do 2-player. But if you just want to do 1-player or something, you can use just this. This was $9, and it's a great controller. For $9, I'm very impressed. And it works great. So this is your alternative if you get a bad set of controllers, or if that little dongle piece doesn't ship with it. This is a great alternative. I will leave the link to it, and yeah, it all works fine. The other thing I want to briefly mention is, let me pick a game, because some people want to know a couple other different things, at least one thing. So let's just turn it on here. These do take a little bit of time to load, but one of the things is, how do you back out? So on this, you would press start and select. This would be start and select at the same time. On this controller, it would be start and select at the same time. If you want to exit a game, if you want to save the game via this save slot or save state, controls, from what I remember, you cannot do anything. Controls, that doesn't do anything. You cannot remap or anything. But if you want to exit the game, you just press start and select at the same time, and then we can resume. And usually with coins, it's start or select to add the coin. And that's really about it. That should really be everything that you need to know of how to power the device and how to connect controllers. This is by far, I think, the most common problems of this device, and I really hope this helps some of you. But guys, this is RetroGamer. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I take all those comments into account and collect a lot of data trying to get this solved. And so if you have any more questions, please let me know, and I will try to make another update to this or reply to some comments. But yeah, let me know. So guys, RetroGamer, thanks for watching.